All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. Hopefully everyone is all happy coming back from the weekend. Good to see you all. Let me just get a little chat. Good to see everybody on YouTube, Facebook. Good to see you all in the trading room. All right, everybody. So it is really disgusting here in New York. We're actually pretty safe. I know I got a couple of messages from everyone asking me about, about the hurricane. So we're all good. Everything looks all clear. So just a lot of rain, though, a lot of rain. But it's gonna be hot right after this. So I'm really looking, hopefully finish out the summer to be a pretty good one. But hurricane season's here. So just get prepared for it. But in the meantime, a lot of stuff going on over the weekend. Obviously, hear what's going on with Afghanistan and all that. Some of the things have to do with, you saw what's happened with Bitcoin over the weekend. Just cracked over 50,000 again, close up. We got a couple of the blockchain stocks that we could trade going into this morning too. We'll check them out and play around. But there's a couple of things we'll talk about and then go from there. There's a couple of stocks that are moving this morning. Hopefully everyone heard about the big news that happened over the weekend also. And it was going out for a while, but I'm actually quite disappointed about it. But Fiserv, the news came out on Friday right after the close and you could see it right here. Let me just bring this up so you guys can see a little bit better. Give me a second. Here we go. Right here. So Fiserv got news that they're going to get FDA approval, which is pretty big. I think now that, I think a lot of people are a little cautious not getting the vaccine because it's not FDA approved. I just know that if you got the vaccine, you just sign your life away, that they're not liable. But once you get FDA approval, you can hold them liable. I think a lot more people are going to start getting it. So that was really big news for Fiserv. We all did a swing trade on it. The ones that did, I have it. I actually bought more of it a couple of days ago, and I kind of screwed up because it came back down, and I was quite disappointed about it. And if I bring back a couple of days, you could see, the stock literally was up that 51, broke all-time highs, and all of a sudden, things just kept coming down. Kind of built some nice support levels here, 48, which kind of stinks because, I had a nice profit in it. Now I'm like, Axie 80, but having FDA approval, I'm just quite disappointed it's not going up as much as it should. Maybe buy on rumors, sell on news. We probably hear that all the time, but we'll see how if people are going to start going after the Pfizer vaccine versus the Moderna. So let's look at, so that was also the big news that came out on Friday. It wasn't even the weekend. But there were a couple of stocks that I just want to talk about what happened on Friday, and then we'll go right into it. There were a couple of stocks that were a little bit not too tradable, but were pretty wacky. You had this one stock right here, this RGE, had an unbelievable move right here. You could see it. It's just, you see all the spottiness right there. For some of you on YouTube, you probably never seen this before. And I know we have a whole bunch of new students that are going to be joining us today. We were talking about stocks getting halted, and this thing just literally went from $7 and just didn't stop, went all the way to $19, and then did a nasty shakedown here to 14, and then it did another run right around, right in the middle of the day, right around 1 o'clock, ran from 17 all the way up to 26, just constantly get halted. It was a category 5. I know some of you guys got a little nervous getting into it, but it was a lot of fun right around that 11 o'clock time frame when that thing just made a huge run. So that one was pretty good. FLGC was another stock that moved really nicely right out of the gate. Stock literally went from, you could see it right here, had a nice little pop right here at around, was at 9:30, ran from 9:20, had a great big move, and did a hell of a slingshot right here. Went from 11 down to 10 and went right back up. So that one had a nice move. AMRS was another one that just constantly just went up nice and slow. It had a couple of shakes right here, and this wasn't a stock that we found in pre-market, but we did find this stock a little bit earlier, and once the market opened up, it had a nice little move, ran from $12 up to about $12.70, and it did a little bit of a shake. Didn't come down too much, only about 10 cents, and then had a nice, and then it popped right there, went from $12.90, and did a little bit of a shake, and it went back. It just went up nice and slow. The only thing I was not a fan of this stock, it was very slow. Okay, so you had to get it at those specific times to do pretty well with ARMS. And then the last stock was DIDI. That one was also a very, very nice mover. You could see right here, right at 9:30, did its slingshot, which we always talk about, and then boom, the thing just went up from 740 all the way up to about 790, which once again, nice little day's pay, and just had to get half of it. This last shake right here was pretty nasty though. So anyway, that's what you missed yesterday. I mean, on Friday. Let's talk about what's going on this morning. Now, you know that there's a lot of things that are moving. Market's up about 160 points. A lot of greens up on my watch list over there. So there are a lot of stocks that are moving. The only thing is, it's Monday. We're in the thick of, I know a lot of people did come back from the weekend from the Hamptons to come out here back home because it was just crappy. There was nothing going on. We thought, and plus they're the ones that got hit most out there in Montauk. You probably is hearing about it all day in the news. But I think a lot of people are going to start getting into trading. You see what's happening with certain stocks regarding about the crypto stocks. We'll check those out. But there's one stock that's doing pretty nicely, which I was a little disappointed on it because we found it earlier right out of this morning, and you could see it had a really nice push. And if you came here around 740, when we usually start, if you caught this one little pop right here around 750, and for some of you, let me just put the watch list. I think I put it in there. Oh yeah, we put it in the YouTube room. You would have got you had a nice little move here for about a buck. Even if you got half of it, 50 cents, you did pretty well on it. But she went up pretty quickly, and now she's kind of holding there. I don't really. There's some resistance levels right around here below 7. It looks like it should try to test it. I was looking at all the orders out there on level 4. Let me just bring it up because I just X'd out of it by accident. Let me just get my data. Here we go. So you're getting a little bit of a ladder. I was concerned about it right here. You can see that there's a couple of big buyers out here. He did bid it up a little bit, but looks like he just got filled. And that was a pretty substantial buyer. It was almost about 70,000, 80,000 shares. So he got filled. I didn't see this coming. He came a little bit late, this big order right here. But these are the guys you really want to watch out for, is these big buyers right there. It looks like they got executed. So we'll keep an eye on those at those buyers right around that 670. Another stock that's moving this morning is XERS. All right, so another stock very similar to the VVOS, had a nice little pop right here at the gate, and you could see it right here once it made that big move. What do we have right here? Yeah, it ran from that 230 all the way up to about 320, and then she's kind of flatlined right here. We'll hop over here and see what's going on the level 4, but I saw big buyers out there right around that 260, 70-ish that were out there. I don't know if they're still out there. Let me just see. Yeah, they were out there a little bit early. It wasn't a substantial buyer, but you can see this guy that's really kind of holding up. Got a 26,000 share sell right around $3. Looks like he just came down another 30,000, came at 297. So you guys got to follow the money. That's the way it goes. You want to play with indicators? Doesn't work when it comes to day trading. I got the Pfizer on the watch list. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I don't like how it's trading right now. I don't like the higher lows. That is not a nice sign. So I'm a little disappointed on that stock. I mean, like I said, listen, we've been trading it and we own it, all the way back when it was around the $42 to $44 price range. So it's still looking pretty good. When I look at Moderna, I'm like, how could this stock be a $50 stock? And then Moderna went to 500. So looks like they're both doing pretty well. Looks like they're all going to get FDA approval. I think that's going to help out. Omar, we're going to check out that stock in about a minute. The one that you just brought up, the ORPN. All right, let me just go through a couple other ones in here. We got the AXSM that's also moving this morning. Same thing like the VVOS. The only thing that was pretty interesting, and it's funny, we've been watching this stock the last couple of days, and the stock got hammered and started making a little bit of a comeback. It was a $70 stock. Looks like it started building some support levels around that 20, and now she's gapped up a little bit. Just listen, she's up a lot. She's a pharmaceutical stock. We know they don't come back, but maybe something had changed, that made the thing move, because it did bounce almost like $10. Even though she's only up 4.5 right now, she was up to that $30 price range. So it is to right off the bat, I could tell you she is no less in the category 4. Okay, and we learned that last week from phase 1. So there you have that one. We got the Mara on the watch list, you know, but they look like they're backing off. We got all the blockchains. The only thing was weird was coin. You know, and I know coin's expensive, but coin's the only thing I didn't notice that really didn't move that much. You know, the good thing about coin is got a lot of support level at 225, but we all know the stock was all the way at the 400, 450 price range. It just went public not too long ago. It looks like it's starting to make a new high. We're starting to getting a peak and valley that's on the uptrend. Could be the bottom of coin, but it's expensive, you know. But once again, we just don't day trade here. We also swing trade. And then I want to check this one last stock for a friend on YouTube. Omar, he says the ORPN. Now, I think you spelt it wrong. Is it OPRN? No, ORPN. Nothing's coming up on that one, Omar. Now, anybody else see it? Oh, that's what it was. It was ORPH. You spelt it wrong. There you go. You know what? I saw this stock earlier, but she's on a downtrend. It's like an ETF. I kind of like backed off on it. Really was not that interested on it, so I kind of passed on that. All right. That's why I didn't add it on the watch list. Now, guys, fellow traders, just to remind everybody in the Cyber Group room, Josh is doing phase 2 today. So please keep in mind, for some of you that want to know more about phase 2, make sure you talk to Education Advisor, how to get in there, and he'll tell you a little bit. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Everyone has access to that. You have to be a silver, gold, and platinum student to get in there. So if you haven't registered, we just posted a link in the Cyber Group room. Rich just posted in there. And if you're on YouTube, Facebook Live, if you want to just jump into the trading room and see what we're doing and understand how these stocks move and how we follow the big money, just click us, like us, and friend us, and just do a quick little trial. But other than that, just don't get too cocky today. Today is Monday. You know, let's see where the chips fall. Let's see if there's always something else that might come up on the watch list. And if we see something, we'll say something. And if you're new here to Cyber Trading University in the trading room, remember, don't buy anything we told you. We did not teach you. You're only here to watch and to see if other people make money doing this, because that's really why you're doing this, right? So we'll see. We'll go from there. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. We'll start commentary at 9:30. And then for everybody else, if you're watching this later, we'll be back here at 2:30 to trade the afternoon. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe, and we'll be back.